Man, I hadn't spoken much today. You could hear the crackle in my voice, but... Hello. Hello! Fuck, I am excited to play this game. It's a bit loud though, jeez. It's a little bit loud. Just check the settings real good. Voiceover mode, hell yeah. Streamer mode? Ah, there's copyrighted music in this game? Oh. Suppose I should check that on, man. Fuck. I wonder what the check. Ah. I don't know. I'll be right. It'll be right. I'll pretend I didn't know about it. Is there no subtitles? Well. Archetype. I kind of like sensitive, if I'm being honest. I fuck with this one the most, man. It's the one I'm probably, if I was one of these archetypes, it'd probably be sensitive. Or thinker, but like, I like to think of myself as a magnetic person, so. Create your own? Do I create? Fuck that, I'm gonna go for an archetype. I'm being sensitive. I'm sensitive. The fears are at home in the mirror. This is their address, even the clearest water, deep enough can drown. I know that quote. I'm sure I did that at uni. I've heard that quote before. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Thank God I don't have to do the voice acting. I like the fucking voice acting so far though. Fuck. This is
Ever.
Oh.
Never, ever.
Never ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Fine, I'll keep on not existing.
Time passes, contained within it.
That's great.
Yes, it is.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Oh, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
It sounds like a fucking... like the Hitcher from the Mighty Boosh, man. No, I want to get off right now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things for people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
I do, let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? hoard so much on yourself.
Eels up inside ya! Finding an entrance where they can. Oh, I can't remember what it says. Eels for your body, for your arm, for your anus. Eels.
Fear and apprehension.
Something like that.
You should ask what's out there first.
Oh yeah, I did this to myself?
Yes, your one disco mother.
I'm a what? I don't care, I'm an idiot, a brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
Am I talking to myself here?
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain.
The voice acting is fucking fantastic.
Suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert.
To be fair, the writing is fucking fantastic so far as well, man.
Dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
What? Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help someone, cut my head off, it's trying to murder the rest of
Fiery
me.
streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Open my eyes. I was talking to myself. Nice. Disco Elysium, maybe. And I'll pick that up. Commodore Red. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Oh sweet, I can just sort of like send him there. Sweet liqueurs? Who the fuck is drinking sweet liqueurs, bro?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
What? What the fuck, man? I didn't think this tie would be such a big deal. This is a white check, you gotta be a good boy to have the bow tie, is that what it's saying to me? Pull on the fan, pull on the light bulb. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time, still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. The lights are off.
I'll put on the fan as well.
Blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie.
Should have done this fucking in the first place, right? I just tried to grab it while it was swinging round.
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Well. Just gonna put a shirt on, I reckon. Disco ass blazer. What's your old disco ass blazer over there? With my trousers? Oh, there they are.
Stands broken
On the
in
floor.
its frame. Cold wind blows in.
%42%. Should I just look
The
out?
morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you... What do you mean? Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
It's a good question.
The morning light hurts your eyes.
Okay then. I won't look out the window. Put some bloody trousers on. Flare cut trousers. What's this?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
This is like I'm playing a fucking game of D&D, man. It's great. But in some weird disco D&D, man. Fish
It
mouth.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Cool. Is there anything else in here? Just the window? To the door. Oh. Oh, what was that? Oh, I've got one shoe on. Where's the other shoe? I ain't got a shirt on either.
A mirror hangs above it. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
What's
As
the
you
mirror?
slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. You will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me, what is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it, the face
Please
is making it itself.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Fucking hell, man. I'm insinuating that I'm just vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it up to in a sad has-been sort of way. There's some
It
charm
might have
to
been
it.
10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
How are all these skill checks, man? Fuck.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Well, fuck. Where's the other shoe?
Hello, officer.
Hello.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Miss Orange, disco dancer. Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
Okay.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You shitting me?
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on it. I don't think I can make the. I've missed everyone if it's been a bad check. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
It's fair. Who in their right mind wouldn't let me be an officer of the
Don't
law?
be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
I can see why they would interest me with the law. I have the right character.
A fondness for contradictory statements.
Yes, what you just said. I can't come up with anything.
I'm sorry. I was being glib. I'm sure you're a great cop.
No, she's not. Reassert yourself by being flirtatious. The words have already.
Of course I found it. Oh no! I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
No,
Come
don't worry.
on, man. Freddy, please. One more time.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Is this all like a test? Is this gonna like define my character? Apocalypse. Cop apocalypse. Fuck. I'm sure I'm a cop at all. I'm sure I don't remember being one. I think I might have lied.
Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
There's a massive otherworldly mystery afoot here, and I'm at the center of it.
In that case, I think I might have a premonition for you. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
What?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Okay. Well, that was fucking... Now you're suspect number one? Something on the table. What? Some money. God, the choices all feel so massive, man. The dialogue's great though, man. Dialogue's fucking fantastic, man. Did I just leave? That's what's happening here. I didn't mean to leave. I wanted to go downstairs. Hold on or wait to gain additional information. Oh. It's good, isn't it, man? This is just the start, man. What's this? The smell of sea makes you dizzy. Whirling rags. Whirling in rags. Oh, that's where I'm staying. Am I the shoe? Fuck yeah.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Just a briny wind washes over you. Sweet, glad I found my shoe. I've had a phone try to call me 3 times today. Ugh. I don't know who it is. I'm not answering them. I can get in this room.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Oh man, don't head off, man. It is pretty sick, man. I've fucking enjoyed it so far, man. I might do it, man. I might be on later for some league. I'm going home for dinner for a bit, but then after that, I might be on.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma. You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
I'll make it priority
Good.
one.
They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Cool.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
So low.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Trump and Monday. I don't know what that means. I didn't realise this was coming out for the old Switch now.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. That's such a fucking great answer, man. That's how I feel. That's how I feel sometimes, man.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes to
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Sing, maybe sing something happy, get the people going.
Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the
I have
difference?
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
What is a Sylvie girl?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't
Oh
like it.
no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of them
You're
things.
right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
I've been doing all that time of just sitting me around.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Yeah, bartender. Yeah. Monday. No suffered. Reserve for personnel until 1. So can I go into the kitchen at 1? Ooh. So loaded.
Hello, sweetie.
Well, you know the cryptozoologist's wife. Great name.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Fuck my colleague. Pinball machine. Fine. Speak to this dude.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. Why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
What? Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Don't really remember my name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday.
Shit, I should
Saturday
try to
too,
make my own
actually.
name up.
Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
See?
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have, yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Well, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
Dead body?
Mhm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I
I
can't
can
remember
see you
anything.
drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Well, I told you I'm not really a police officer.
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can
Now
talk
in
to
your
him whenever
party.
by interacting with him.
Yes?
Tell me about the
What do you want
case.
to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single
Maybe
thing.
you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me
Do
before.
you want me to brief you?
Brief? Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Brief exactly the victim was.
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, All we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
And the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Our job is to find the killer.
That's right.
Here we go. Would you say this is a mysterious
No,
case?
It's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why
The
not?
deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
This guy is very wordy, man. But could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rights. We'll get on it immediately.
Oh really? That's mega sexy.
No, not really. Was there anything else?
Oh.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
For different precincts, why are we on the same
I'm
path?
afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
Which bit?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Just tell me how this is relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Convince Kim there's a sexy, dark, mystery twist on the case.
What if
Oh,
you did it?
did what? The hanged man?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it.
And what has led you to this conclusion?
I'm a bad person. I believe I could have done anything.
Well, we've yet to find any real evidence pointing to you in this case, or even a possible motive. So let's not add you to the list of suspects just yet.
So you saying I didn't kill?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more report.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
You deal with a lot of evil people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Sort of roundabout way of putting it, but yeah. You only make it sound interesting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Suddenly scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
Yeah, when you're thinking, do you ever like conversations with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you should know that I can't remember that. Anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Well, I must repeat this, I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden
Whoa!
harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Understand. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me.
Talking serious, unbelievable damage here. Saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Some major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
That's just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean,
I hope you
distinctive?
don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
It's racist, I don't prioritize
I'm
containers.
sure you don't. It's just a stupid interdepartmental thing. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Sweet. Summer door closed for winter. Ooh. Where does this go?
The man is sleeping at the table, wearing on the counter rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Tell me who's this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Just try to wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Me mind. I want that thing. Give me that. The one in the middle. Fuck it. Just gonna take this boy out of the tree. Now there's a lot of fucking dialogue in this. It's all good though. Fucking it's fucking funny as well, man. But shit. It's fucking just lying in bed, what fucking reading a book, man.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain, your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the
Who
sky.
are you ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
Beyond
Coal City, end of all lines.
on your fingers for your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants.
Motherfucker.
Smokestacks rise
I
somewhere.
love that finish part. What's in the
The
east?
great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth and stop shitting.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
This is a bit much, man.
La Drusienne,
I'm not
King
taking any of
Louis'
this in.
passenger harbor. Couronne, a silvery curtain of rain over
Okay, motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
That was a lot, man. Let's talk to this lady.
The RCM in Martinaise. What can I help you with?
I have some questions
Of
for you.
course. What can I help you with?
We need
Of course.
directions.
Where to?
I look for a dead
Oh,
body.
that's right there.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Thanks. That's
No
all for now.
problem. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your
Sure.
gloves?
Keep them. I have another pair.
Thanks. Fuck the police. Pigs go home. Shit. Sing karaoke, all these fucking tasks. Why is the door closed for the winter?
Welcome to Revachol.
I never
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me, as it's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Okay, I don't want to do this. You keep arguing with him.
Scab?
Exactly as a scalp.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where do they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
Didn't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scam. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Well, scab on the cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scam. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Come to Martinez investigating a murder. A
Murder,
murder.
huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
So you can let me through the
I
gate?
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past
Yeah,
Measurehead.
the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to ask.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Let's talk. Go get moving. Is this gonna work? Press button behind guard. Excuse me, measure hit. Just skip past.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Because
Racial pinnacle.
you are not in danger. Because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Can you really about that?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
What is Al Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol?
Correct, my small skull servant.
The problem with Al Ghul, I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What?
Show him the ham still got.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck are we? What the fuck am I fucking reading here, man? Or listening to? Like, what the fuck is this guy even saying? What the fuck, man? Actually, I think this ham sandwich race still has it in him.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the army. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember, communicate.
Subscribe to his advanced race theory.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Ireland's race theory, have you also become friends?
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? You do not
Oh, those
have
tattoos
the
of yours
devotion.
supposed to make.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Sure, I'm not craniometrically superior to you.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower lip. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still served him.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Jim is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've gotten it from Disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Well, I need to enter the pub now. I'm police.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction, and
you know, being next racist.
There always is.
Race is reality.
Knock him out.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say
no, it fucking sad.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Oh, well, prick. That Measurehead is a real asshole.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
He's not trying to provoke me.
And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that?
Okay, I was trying to set my document.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
But I was fighting bad and unsavory ideologies. I'm a hero.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve. Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again.
Hard to work. Hard to work. Gritty. Gritty. Let's just go.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
About your right to work.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
More sure.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking...
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What cause are we
Rights
talking
of
about?
people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups. But you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops. But I can see you understand the right to work! Right to... Maybe you should ask. We have families to feed you.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get into the harbor too.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense and dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
That's really not my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity.
Let us work!
What is a strike? Please be my champion against John Luke up there.
No. I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
I'm just gonna leave now. Body's down by the thing. By the whirling in racks.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay.
All you hear is static, an off-key melody.
Kudo, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
So I was just trying random doorbells and didn't have anything
Please
for it.
don't do that. Doorbells are not toys.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the... Just seeing the words, Andro Orlando, gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion
You wait
Atelier.
for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is
Suburbs
silence.
Taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
First calling Slipstream SEA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
What?
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Who are you? Where are you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
This is creepy. Of course I can. Just I'm going through a tough time.
Ever since I came to here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Okay, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
She was nice. So nice about forgetting.
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
I get it. No one talks to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Should we try it?
No. Hold on.
Oh.
The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Nobody passes the doorbell.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. This button looks new, but someone has removed the...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Silence. No one answers your call.
So the only one was that weird fucking robot lady. Just continue on. Let's bug out the tree. Excuse me, kid.
Kuno's got this!
Oh shit. Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno!
Having a good time, please.
Can't talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Throwing rocks? And scousers.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
This kid's on drugs?
Kuno's riding at sea!
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
What should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Forces?
You will see.
You could siblings.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Whoa. That was bleeped. Kid, you wanna hang out? No.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit! Fucking entrapment shit!
Okay, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
Entertain the Kuno.
What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Show me what you got! Buddy, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally
help me out here, what do we
joking!
want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
Wow.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So he didn't do it. So he didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay. Where did you go?
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno is in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Well, I said Scowls, but it sounded more Geordie to me the more I just keep talking.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Faggoty? More on this later. Right now,
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost.
Whoa. Calm down. I'll discuss the body with you. I want to talk about the crime scene. You kids often playing this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I might have questions later. Now let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Can I ask who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
You sound like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
Rabid Kuno shit.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Fucking Kuno.
Don't listen. Just go.
Listen.
Fine! Got fucked by the Kuno. We alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come back.
Damaged me. Oh, prick Kuno is, man. I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of that little kid. Fuck Kuno. Kuno S as well.
There's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at your trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's an extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
Where's the remote viewers?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Well, could we get up here?
No, because they don't exist.
So disappointed now. I thought there was a remote viewers division.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
Well, how do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
So can I climb it? I told you this was a little bitch.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Gutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Interesting pair of kids, man. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Okay. I get that. Can I get here? Nope. Bottles. Bottles? Look about Pate.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What store is
It's
it
a
anyway?
bookstore, sir.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What is a
A
postcard?
postcard?
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
It's a board game.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting
My
things.
pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Can I ask you some
Okay,
questions?
sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Okay, I guess I will. Should be at school.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
School's stupid.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Good to hear it's going well. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, well, I'll see you around. Oh man, I'm gonna come off. There's so much dialogue in this fucking game. It's tiring me out a little bit. It's making me sleepy. But I've got to go anyway. I need to go change my fucking... I had to go do the washing and shit. I might be back on this. At some point. Maybe next week. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Bye!